Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with Red Scorpion. What it do? John Martin. Let's see. Doc Dre. Ramal. Tell Wild Bill. Miss Earl Grey. Big Head 77. What's up? Jordan. Big D. What up? Maurice Cersei. Michelle. T. Lee. Alex L. Oakland, California in the house. I'm going in, fam. Going in. Going in. Let me find this uncivilized mutt. Boom. I'm sure most of you have known or heard by now that Donald Trump plans on eliminating the voting process if elected. Yeah, fam. He went there. He went there. Speaking in West Palm Beach Friday, Donald Trump and GOP presidential nominee laid out his policy plans if re-elected to office in November. He also took several shots at Vice President Kamala Harris, the presumptive Democrat nominee, whom Trump called the most incompetent, unpopular, and far-left vice president in American history. His speech, it played into the conservative summit's themes, which are tailored to unite Christians across America per the event's website. He promised his administration would cut federal funding for public schools that teach critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content, a growing movement among the political right who argue such topics indoctrinate students. You don't say, you mean to tell me that schools in America participate in indoctrination of students? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What I want to know is, what is Trump and the conservatives going to do about all those homosexuals in their party? See, you know, it's all about identity politics, and so both sides try to act like they're against a certain thing. In this case, the Republicans try to act like they're against homosexuality, but many of them are homosexuals. That's right. I called them out, fam. I called them out. So what are they going to do about that? They got a whole marches and rallies out there called Gays for Trump. And Trump wants those votes. Now just keep that in mind, fam. He will embrace you as long as you are willing to play ball by his rules, he'll take those votes. But when it comes down to it, he'll steamroll right over you. He don't give a damn about you. Now, let me be crystal clear. I am an independent. I could care less about either one of the parties. However, I subscribe to the philosophy, anybody but Trump. Anybody but Trump. The public has long been accustomed to Donald Trump saying outrageous things. Even when he appears to encourage political violence, it's almost as if his aggrieved and menacing rhetoric has become a normal part of American politics. And believe you me, fam, don't get it twisted. It ain't no coincidence that many other politicians are behaving that way. I mean, they are vile. Like, they act ghetto. That's right. They are ghetto. They are trailer trash. And they are lawmakers. These backwoods, uncivilized mutts are running the country. This normalizing effect is no accident, fam. Research shows it's the result of a strategy utilized by autocrats. Ever since Trump was president, his approach to messaging has included a method of incitement known to security experts as terrorism. That's exactly what it is, fam. This dude frequently uses inflammatory and dehumanizing language that elicits rage against political enemies among his extremist supporters. Yet, his rhetoric is always deliberately ambiguous enough to deny that he inspired any subsequent acts of violence. Think about what I'm saying, fam. This is what he does. He makes inflammatory comments, disrespectful comments. He has no class. He talks like trash. And then he encourages violence. And then when it happens, he try to act like he didn't have nothing to do with it. But his message, his rhetoric is always deliberately ambiguous. It's ambiguous enough to deny that he inspired any subsequent acts of violence. So all of these people, you know how many times that Trump's name has been invoked in violence? Who was that? Somebody, one of those news outlets did a count. They had like 48 times, something like 54 cases invoking Trump in connection with violence, threats, and alleged assaults. So what Trump tries to do is he repeatedly distanced himself from acts of violence in communities across America, dismisses critics who point to his rhetoric as a potential source of inspiration or comfort for anyone acting on even long-held beliefs of bigotry and hate. That's what he does. That's his hustle. So he will try to distance himself from acts of violence after it happens. But he, first of all, he incites, he encourages it. But again, he deliberately makes it ambiguous enough where you can't say, well, you know, you did it per se. You personally said it. You personally inspired that guy to go out and kill. And he gets a kick out of this type of stuff. But I'm going to tell you something that he's not going to get a kick out of. If this uncivilized mutt ends up becoming the president and he tries to make himself a dictator, there is going to be a world, well, not a World War III, but let me back up. There's going to be a civil war here because I ain't going for it, and I know a whole lot of other Americans ain't going for it. America is a democracy, not a dictatorship. So he can try to talk all that slick talk he want to talk. And I'm going to tell you something else. A lot of people that support him, they so dumb, they don't even know that they're being led into a burning house. They're so slow. They don't even realize they're being led into a burning house. They want to cut off their nose to spite their face. They're the type of people who throw the baby out with the bathwater because they're upset, because they're mad, they're emotional. If this joker becomes the president and he tries to pull that tough, well, let me back up for a minute. He do lie a lot. So one could listen to what he said and take it with a grain of salt and be like, oh, he's just talking. But at the same time, I wouldn't underestimate anybody making a threat. I don't underestimate threats. So my thing is, whatever he get, and he shouldn't have said it. If he didn't mean it, he shouldn't have said it. If he wasn't prepared for the consequences, he shouldn't have said it. A lot of y'all think it's a game. Y'all really think it's a game. But if that sucker fuck around and end up being a dictator, he end up getting back in office and decide to act on that dictatorship. He already was acting like a dictator toward the end of his presidency. Remember, fam, he refused to give up the White House. He tried to overthrow the government. He said, well, I don't know if we're going to relinquish power. Remember? Let me tell you something, family. If it wasn't for Dick Cheney, America might still be burning right now. If it wasn't for Dick Cheney, this sense of normalcy that you have, even with this quiet corruption and chaos that goes on in America on a daily basis, oh, it'll be 1,000, 10,000 times worse. There will be blood pouring in the streets, raining in the streets of America, all over America. Because that dictatorship thing ain't gonna work here. And it ain't gonna even work for the Trump supporters. I don't know why they think that if he becomes a dictator, somehow it's gonna make their life better when they love exercising their freedom of speech and they love exercising the First and Second Amendment. They love that Fifth Amendment. I don't know how they think somehow him going into office and becoming a dictator is going to make their life better. You got to be short bus, glass licking slow to believe that. A lot of Trump supporters like to brag about civil war. They like to brag about fighting and killing. See, I'm gonna tell you first of all, I'm gonna tell you why they brag so much and why they act so tough. One, many of them are members of law enforcement, and they tend to get away with a lot. And two, they don't see any real strong governmental pressure to stop them and stop their rhetoric. They're online talking reckless all the time. You know, they act like they run something. So every time they get away with something, even the fact that they got away with trying to overthrow the government, make no mistake, they got away with it. Everything that they did was slaps on the wrist. Anybody that went down got a slap on the wrist. Most of those people that received any type of punishment got maybe a year or two of probation. They took part in an insurrection. They tried to overthrow the government. And they all got slaps on the wrist. That's what emboldens them. That's why they think that if a civil war happened, that they would be victorious. But let me tell you something that they're underestimating. Here's what they're underestimating. They're underestimating the fact that many people in this country do not go after these dirty cops. And they do not go crazy on people because they want to abide by the law. They don't want to go to jail for a gang of years. But if you put people in a situation where if you put all of those millions of people in a situation where they have nothing to lose, civil war, where you have nothing to lose, now it's different. Now they don't care who get down. They don't care who they down. They don't care. They don't care what your position is in life. They don't care what your title is. You're going to get it just like everybody else. They don't care what your skin color is. And when I say they don't care, I ain't even just talking about black folks. Do you know it's a lot of white folks out here who hold back, who really want to get it cracking, but don't want to have to deal with all of the consequences of those actions? Put them in a situation where they have nothing to lose and watch what happens. See, a lot of those Trump supporters and stuff, they're protected because, this is a racist country. Let's just say what it is. They're protected. They get a lot of protection. So that's what emboldens them. But that protection ain't going to save them in a civil war. That protection would not save them. It's going to be every man for himself. Those lawmakers ain't going to be able to save them because none of their laws are going to be able to be exercised. You don't want that. I guarantee you don't want it like you think you want it. All those black people that's been holding back, that's been scared to pop off, that's been scared to really get with these antagonists, that's going to be out of the door. It ain't going to be no fear because there ain't going to be nothing to lose. You don't want that. Better calm your ass down. This so-called peace, this so-called harmony, this is the best thing y'all got going. This so-called, this is the best thing you got going. America is one of the few societies that repeatedly goes backwards. Societies are supposed to go forward. We're supposed to be past this racial bullshit. We're supposed to be past this. We're supposed to be past presidents behaving like uncivilized mutts. We're supposed to be past presidents with nothing more than a 5th grade education. We're supposed to be past that. We should have evolved as a society where no president who behaves like Donald Trump, who has the decorum of Donald Trump, could ever become president. We should be past that. I can see if Donald Trump would have became president, let's say in the 1200s, the 1300s. Okay, cool. But 2016, the president of the United States sounds like a fifth grader, gets on Twitter, spends more time on Twitter than he does on the road, than he does looking out for the people and dealing with real societal and economical issues. This dude argues like a broad. He always in some type of little bit of feud. Always. Like he got girl in him. I don't even know how men could look at a dude like that and want to follow a dude like that. He got girl ways. Always just petty, petty, petty. This dude, even when he was the president of the United States, he kept on trying to prove that he was something special. Like, dude, you won. You're the president of the United States. You won. You got it. You ain't got nothing to prove. But every day he jumping on Twitter trying to prove that, look, it was the biggest crowd ever. They came from near and far. It was little people and big people. Everybody was there. Joke. Societies are supposed to go forward, not backwards. Don't be fooled by the technology advancements that we've made in the US. That don't mean we're going forward as a society. How society behave, the behavior of a society's people dictates whether they're going forward or backwards. How that society's people get along and how their values impact others. Their moral compass. That's what dictates a society's advancements, not technology, people. It's something demonic about Donald Trump. It's something particularly evil about that dude. He stays in conflict. Always, he fight more battles against Americans. He start more conflict against people who live in the US than he do abroad. He got more smoke for a US dignitary than he had for a foreign dignitary. And we supposed to believe he's going to protect us? The dude said, point blank, you got one more time. Just vote this time. Just vote in 2024. And I promise you, in 4 years, you'll never have to do it again. You won't have to do this in 4 years. You won't have to do it again. Just one more time. Just vote just one more time. And you'll never have to vote again. That's what he said. Not verbatim, but that's his words. That's the point that he made. This guy, every single speech that he makes at every single rally, he incites violence. Every political rival he has is sick and crazy and responsible for the nation's demise. Every single opponent. They're the worst ever, and he's the best ever. Let me tell y'all something, fam. Demagoguery in politics is as old as the Republic. No president, and I mean no president, in the history of the United States has ever engaged in as many campaign incitements against Americans as Donald Trump has. Y'all supposed to be trying to make this world, this society that we live in, a better place before y'all get up out of here. You're supposed to be trying to leave it in better hands than it was when you found it. You're supposed to be trying to set it up so that your kids and your grandkids can have it better than you did. Not financially, not just financially. You want your kids to have money, but be out of their mind, put a gun to their head, blow their brains out, or somebody else indiscriminately point a gun and blow their brains out. You can't stop people from having guns around here. And I don't want to hear nothing about where you gotta get your guns out of the bad people's hands. Isn't it ironic that the so-called good people always end up being the bad people when they shoot people indiscriminately, when they shoot people unlawfully? Now you're the bad guy. How many times we've seen that? People pulling out guns thinking they're in the right, killing people. Next thing you know, they ain't never did a day in jail. Now they're doing 30 years in prison because they didn't know when to fire that weapon. They didn't know their rights. They didn't know what the rules was. They didn't know the law. The thing about Trump is that, yeah, Trump do love the uneducated. He loves the uneducated. The trip part about it, the irony is that he's uneducated, but he knows enough. He knows a little bit more than what they know. You know, kind of like the dude in the streets. You know, sometimes you got dudes in the streets. He can lead other dudes in the streets who might be slow. He can lead those dudes because he's charismatic. You know, if you're charismatic, you know, you can lead. And he got that. He got that. But that's all he got. Street Legend Films, what's up? Devin Dam. That's right, family. Smash those likes up. It says I got 664 people watching. I know that's a lie. It should be way more than that, but maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but still should be way, way more than that. Let me see. Let's see what these numbers looking like over here. Having a problem with my net, fam. My internet's kind of slow. Okay, I ain't gonna even sweat it. Leave it alone. Cheer master. So they say it's 637 people watching, 419 likes. The math ain't mathing. Smash up the likes, fam. The math ain't mathing. Hit that like button, fam. Put it in their face. Y'all know when y'all hit that like button, it helps with the suggestion of the video. So that algorithm pick it up, say people watching, people are liking it. Let's suggest it to some other people who may not be familiar with the channel. That's how that go. So when y'all hit that like button, y'all helping with the subscriptions. Y'all helping with people subscribing to the channel. Tracy Simmons, what's up? Doreen, Miss Jazzy is in the building. What's up, Miss Jazzy? Smash up the likes. Hit that like button, fam. Now, remember, when you hit the like button, you're not hitting the like button because you're agreeing with what I'm saying, that you're not hitting it because you like the topic or any of that. You're hitting it because you are showing your appreciation for me taking time out of my busy schedule to bring you this news you can use. Feela speaks. I got 607 people watching right now and only 491 likes. You know what they tell me? Hater in the house. Hater in the house. It's some haters in here, man. They trying to ear hustle. They watching the channel, you know what I'm saying? They enjoying the content. But they ain't gonna give me that, they ain't gonna give it up. They not gonna give it up. Hater in the house. Yeah, I got you. I see you. I see you. The Trump haters be up in here, boy. Put Trump name in the title and you guarantee to get some trolls. And why do we block trolls? Because trolls are hoes. Say, family. So the Trump supporters, they be mad. they, they think they can just do anything they want to do. They go around, they bullies. They just be going all up, getting up in people's chats, trying to take over the chats, causing confusion and all that kind of stuff. But they don't get none of that over here. You don't get none of that action. You don't get blocked over here. Yeah, you're gonna get blocked. First time you get out of pocket, you're getting blocked. We care nothing about what you have to say. Nothing. Aquarius Moon, what's up? Antonio Campbell, the Charlies, Julio Russo, what's up? That Russo, my bad. Julie Russo. Why yo? And I don't care how many gangster rap songs you listen to. The fact you smoke weed and pack a gun. Boy, don't take me there, YO. Don't take me there. You almost took me there. Sweet beloved. Street Legend Films. Arlene C. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You want to advertise, send me a message on my email. It's just go to the About page on here, hit that About link, and boom, you can shoot me an email if you want to advertise. Got me another troll. The block party has officially started. Now I'm going to block this troll, but I want this troll to hear what I got to say before I block him. I'm not going to say his name because then I would be recognizing him. I'd be doing something that nobody else does, and that's recognize him. I'm going to block this troll because this troll is a hoe and just is an uncivilized mutt that has no decorum, no respect for other people's platforms. Why would you come on someone's platform who you don't like and talk slick? You got to be a pain freak to come over here because I am going to give you everything you're looking for. I will not be bullied. I will not be ran off. I will not be intimidated. You ain't got to come looking for me. Let me find out and I'll come looking for you. I am about to block you. I'm about to do something that your daddy did to you. Your daddy blocked you. I'm going to block you. Your mama neglected you. I am about to neglect you. I know you couldn't get no girls. Or maybe the troll is a woman, I don't know. But in any event, nobody likes you. And that's why you must leave this channel. Your energy is repulsive. So long, you bum, uncivilized mutt. Have a good trip. And that's how you block an uncivilized mutt. Don't even recognize them. Do I have another? Looks like I got me another troll. Why do we delete trolls? Why do we block trolls? Because trolls are hoes. They got ran through hoes. So long, chump. Have a good trip. Who else want to get blocked? Man, I kind of like this. Angela Jefferson, what up? What it do? Darth Calypso? Darth Calypso. That Darth. I like that Darth. Darth Vader. Mac Davis the third. What up? Mac Davis the third. That's that history right there. The third, that lineage. See, that's what these cowards do, fam. They get on the internet and they box on the internet. They say things that they know damn well they would never say to your face. That's what a coward does. That is what a coward does. Or if they do say something, a coward would make sure that they have an advantage, a clear-cut advantage. They know their beans from their cornbread, so they ain't gonna get at anybody. They only strike when they have a clear-cut advantage, i.e., size, weaponry, or numbers. That is the only time they strike. That's a clear case of a coward. Big Duke 25, what up? China Carter, I see you. CC. Loretta, what's up? Mike Dan. Cocoa Butter, Truth Sector. What's up? Wild Card. The Don Taylor. I see some of y'all got your cap locks on, fam. Turn your cap locks off. It scared me. Make it seem like you're yelling at me or something, like I did something wrong. What's up, Tony Collins? David Monconduit. Who was that? Luke Oliver. What up? All right, the likes is finally catching up with the number of people that's watching. The likes are catching up. 614 to 600, 14 down. 14 likes down. 12 likes down. Cheermaster, 500. What up? Puo Bunyan. All right, there we go. Likes are up now. Wheel of Crypto, what's up? Magic Wheel of Crypto. Miss Lee, what it do? Rob Trimble. What's up, Rob? Well, yeah, I got nice about how I respond to the people that use the cap locks. That's just because not everybody knows. So I'm getting new subscribers every day. So they just don't know. So I want to be respectful of that. Body Temples, Vince Pomo. Kirk Hooks. What up, Tucson, Arizona? Family, y'all take some time out to show Miss Jazzy some love. Miss Jazzy is handles moderation duties over here. She is the primary moderator for the Willie D Live channel, and she be on her game. I mean, she be on it all the time, fam. So I'm talking about loyal. You know, it's hard to find loyal. It's hard to find some loyalty, fam. I appreciate what she does. And y'all show Miss Jazzy some love anytime you see her in the chat. She also helped me keep these trolls at bay. KVK comments. Captain Ivan, appreciate you. Robert Presley. What's good, Robert? I see Fetty big ups. Fetty say big ups to Miss Jazzy. That's what's up. Marcus Payne. If you're just not joining the live, fam, we're talking about Donald Trump, your president, and his penchant for inciting violence at his rallies. But more specifically, on this particular live, we're talking about Donald Trump, who made a statement on yesterday at a rally, talking to Christians, even though he said, "Hey, I'm not a Christian, but to you Christians, just vote this one more time, and you won't have to do this again in 4 years." His words. You won't have to do it again in 4 years. Just vote this one more time. Why would he say something like that? Because he wants to be a dictator. So he wants to he already stacked the deck. Now, keep in mind, he already stacked the deck with Supreme Court justices. That's the highest court in the land. He already stacked the deck. So once he stacked the deck, he can commit crimes. He knows he can commit crimes and get away with crimes. They've already said that he has complete immunity. He can kill somebody right now, or he can kill somebody and not go to jail. Not even be prosecuted. So he couldn't really figure it out in the 4 years that he had his last go around. So he's going to try to come back and finish the job and try to make himself a dictator. Even if he don't get a chance to make himself a dictator, he's going to dictate so much. He's going to put so many holes in the armor of America. It may take a century or centuries to repair the damage. This dude is toxic. He is the single greatest threat to American democracy. He is the single greatest threat to American democracy. So like I said, anybody but Trump. I'll vote for Ronald McDonald before I vote for that sucker. And I'm not even talking about the one who put the costume on. I'll vote for the cartoon Ronald McDonald before I vote for that sucker. What president you know that every time he opens his mouth, he's trying to incite violence against his own citizens? What former president do you know? Every time he opens his mouth, every time he attends a rally, every time he speaks at a rally, he incites violence against his own citizens. Got me another one. Got me another one. I'm going to block this sucker. Then I'm going to tell y'all what he said. I'm not going to acknowledge him. I'm going to do him just like everybody else has done him in his lousy, low-down, uncivilized mud life. I'm going to ignore him. The funny thing is that he's sitting there thinking to himself, damn, is he talking about me? Because I've heard this before. Is he talking about me? Ooh, I hope he don't block me. I hope it ain't me. I got something else to say. I want to say something else. I hope he don't block me. Ooh, maybe I went too far. I ain't know I couldn't come on here and say whatever I want to say. Maybe I went too far. Is it time? Do I have time to block it? Do I have time to block it? Nah, sucker, you ain't got time to block it because I know what you look like and I'm going to block you anyway. So I got the name down pat. Now, he's saying to himself, damn. Now what's going to happen is once I hit this block button, that fool going to be sitting up there going like, trying to refresh. He's going to be trying to refresh. Later, sucker. So long, you uncivilized mutt. And say hello to your mammy. See what I'm saying, fam? Now, let me tell you what he said. He said, are the Democrats paying you? If the Democrats was paying me, if I was them, I want my money back because I have not been a loyalist to them. You know, I have given them the business over the last several years. I've given them the business. So I gave them the business when Trump was in office. I give them the business just like I give Trump. Because all of them, fam, something wrong with all of them. So when I see somebody out of pocket, I see them doing something stupid, I'm going to get at them. Even if I supported somebody, fam, if they out of pocket, I'm going to get at them. I got a right, I got a duty to speak on it. But let's go back to the paying part. If I was a Democrat and they wanted to pay me, you damn right I'm going to get paid, you fool. Who would not get paid for something that they're going to do anyway? Imagine that. How many of us out here right now, if you could get paid for voting, you're going to vote for whoever you're going to vote for anyway. If they could pay you for voting, if they're going to pay you for voting for them, who ain't going to take the money? You ain't finna guilt trip me, fool. I ain't stupid. If I'm going to vote for somebody anyway, and they're willing to pay me to say nice things that I would say about them anyway, you damn sure, Skippy, I'm going to take the paper. But one thing I'm not going to do is sell my soul. If I don't like you, if I'm not rocking with you, you can't pay me enough. You can't pay me enough money if I don't rock with you. You can't pay me. It ain't a number you can pay me. You can't come up with an amount. And I'm telling you, it has happened to me a few times from both sides. Especially, but I will say this. Both sides are very persistent. But the Republicans have come like this with the bags, like they showing the bag. Yeah, they didn't got at me many times. Well, Willie, listen, man. You ain't got to really, you ain't got to really, you ain't got to just, you ain't got to say you're a Republican. I just need you to not just don't say that, just don't talk bad about the Republicans. Just don't talk bad about them. You ain't got to say nothing good about them. You just don't say nothing bad about them. I'm telling you, fam, they came to me this about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. Man, look, man, Republicans, they the ones got the money. Willie, man, you articulate, man. You got a large following, man. You know what I'm saying? You come from the ghetto boys, man. You got you got history, man. If you join the Republicans, man, they'll look out for you, man. I can get you on 100 radio stations before the end of the year. Yeah, fam, they came to me like that. Yeah. Sold not for sale. That's what I told that joker. I'm sitting now, like I'm a businessman, so I listen. I listen to people talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see where it's going. Dude say he want to talk to me about some business. Okay, let's talk. All right. So I'm listening. Because I want to hear the whole story. I really want to hear it also for the benefit of knowing how they talk, how they sound when they trying to get you, when they trying to reel you in. I want to know for the benefit of that also. So I'm listening to the whole thing. I'm listening. We at dinner. We're having lunch. And I'm like, listening. I'm like, yeah. Well, what you think, man? What you think? I said sold not for sale, but first I said, I ain't fucking with that dude, bro. I'm good over here. I'm good. I'm good. Man, I'm telling you, man, I know such and such, man, and he the campaign manager for such, and he'll stroke the check, man. Woo, 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 woo. Sold not for sale. Now I will tell you this. If I was down with them, if I was actually down with them like that, and they wanted to invest in me, well, hell yeah, let's do it. But I ain't rocking with them like that. I don't rock with them like that. I'll never, ever, ever rock with Donald Trump under any condition. I never rock with that sucker. He don't impress me like he impressed some of y'all. I ain't impressed. I ain't impressed at all. They be talking about who paid you, who paid you. So basically how it goes is, if you have a platform and you speak on your politics, you must have got paid. But if you just a regular person who don't have the big platform, you can go on either side and never be accused of being paid. But if you got a big platform, you must have been paid. Sound like jealousy to me. Yes, infinity. Politics is a dirty game. Politics is a dirty, dirty game. Family, I thought the music industry was dirty. The music industry ain't got nothing, and I mean nothing on politics. Nothing. Ooh, man. When it come to that politics, boy, they come out. They coming from everywhere. That politics something serious. That's something serious. Scandalous. Scandalous. Absolutely, Rodney. Slick Insider says defeat Diaper Don. Yeah, defeat Diaper Don. So let me reiterate for all of you bullies out there, all of y'all that try to talk down and try to intimidate somebody into rocking like you rock or following what you follow. Let me tell you something, family. You can vote for whoever you want to vote for. I got homeboys. I got actually friends who gonna vote for Donald Trump. Yes, friends. Because this the way I look at friendship, fam. I look at friendship like this. We don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to agree. Some stuff that friends that I have that they're into, that they support or whatever. I don't. Sometimes they make statements. Sometimes, they stand for certain issues or whatever, and I'm not with that. But I can still respect that person for who that person is as an individual. We don't have to agree on everything. I got family members who don't see eye to eye with me on everything, but they still blood, they still family. And I still go around them, they come around me. I don't disown them because they have a difference of opinion with me. Depending on what that opinion is, I might decide to, when I go around them, be a little bit more cautious or whatever, but I know how to feed them with a long spoon. I say, okay, you know what? You over here, I'm over here, and, still love you, but I can't rock with that. I can't get down with that. So I can be cool with somebody who is a Republican and still have my personal views, what I think. Because I just look at it like anybody that followed Donald Trump, I just look at my friends who follow Donald Trump like something wrong with them in that regard. Like they cool. But in that regard right there, it's something off about you that make you like Donald Trump. So just, you my friend, but you got a little tick in your head that's off. It's something off. You got a screw loose. I just look at it like that. You just got, in regard to Donald Trump, you got a loose screw. But that ain't enough to make me, hate you. That ain't gonna be enough to make me want to harm you or anything like that. You just got a loose screw in that department. And hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't try to I don't try to bend my will, against people. I don't go out of my way to try to convince people to think one way or the other. What I do is, if I got some information or some news you can use, I share it with you. If I got some information or instruction that can help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world, I'll offer that. You can accept it or you ain't got to accept it. It's simple. I'm not going to lose any sleep because you decided to go against it. You decided that you were not going to follow that. I'm not going to lose any sleep behind it because I'm going to be all right at the end of the day. So I tried to help you to be all right, but you didn't want it. I'm not going to fight that. It's just like trying to work with somebody. You ever work with somebody and you're trying to give them some money and they act like they don't want it? I'm not finna try to force money into nobody's pocket. It's too many people out here that want some of that money. So I just move around. If I need a particular service done or whatever, I get somebody else to do it. I ain't gonna try to force no money into your pocket. If I got an opportunity for somebody that I think is cool, somebody I want to help, I got an opportunity for them and they can't see the opportunity, I'll take that opportunity and give it to somebody else. It's that simple. I'm not going to try to force them. I'm not going to try to force that opportunity on them. I'm just going to keep on moving. And so let me say this again, fam. at the end of the day, oh, it's anybody but Donald Trump. But if Donald Trump ends up being the president again, my life ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna lose no sleep. Oh, I'm gonna hate it. I ain't gonna like it because I can't stand looking at his stank face. But I'll survive. My ancestors have survived worse. That's my time, fam. Until next time, I appreciate y'all joining the live. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.